You're not old enough.
Oh, no. I don't know if I'm old enough no more. What's the age limit?
13.
Oh.
You are 2 years and 2 months away, sir.
Aw. So long, farewell. How foolish we are to you.
Adieu, adieu, to you and you and you. The sun has gone to bed and so must I.
Already gets the hint.
Yeah?
I don't.
I need to go yell at a 7-year-old.
Welcome, Fey Wild Buddies. Welcome to our The Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign, everybody. I am this evening's DM, otherwise known as Dungeon Mother of Cats. Welcome chat, welcome players, welcome cats. Let's get started on this beautiful Thursday evening, shall we? First, some announcements. Per usual, our schedule is as follows, with an adjustment. You can catch Strahd while he pines for our cast on Sundays. Our new campaign on the last Tuesday of every month, not every Tuesday, just the last one, unfortunately, is going to be Pirates in Neverland. With a new cast. The Veil that could use a tune up but never yields, also known as The Unbroken, is on Wednesdays, and our little game of encourage shenanigans here at the Witchlight Carnival on Thursdays, as always. And mental health days are definitely encouraged on our channel, so please, please keep an eye out for announcements for updates on said schedule at your mental wellness leisure. All of our streams start at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next, we do have a merch store. Why be limited to the confines of the human form if you can't participate in a teensy sprinkle of capitalism? Our earthly skin suits look really nice when adorned with purple lizard garments. Go check that out to help us keep the witch lights on. Speaking of places you can show off your personal style, our Discord is a haven for all. Bring your best sunglasses to bask in the greatness that is a bunch of people talking about D&D all of the time in every channel. Anyway, as always, the map of the Witchlight Carnival is there. So, bad jokes aside, all are welcome to the Discord. Highly encourage everybody to look at the map and follow along with the players. Very cool stuff. And with that, my lovely cast is involved in many cool things outside of Indigo Chameleon. Damasaur, go ahead and start us off as always, buddy.
So you can find me here as Lophis, the best and most fabulous pirate, fighter, person. I'm here every Thursday. And I occasionally stream on my channel some gameplay, maybe D&D, but that's all I do for now.
Perfect. For now is great. Calico, you doing anything, buddy?
I'm in the same boat as Lophis / Damasaur. I am playing Bay in this campaign, and otherwise, on the search for another one.
Perfect. Maz, you want to talk about that sweet, sweet podcast, buddy?
Yeah, the Sweet Sweet Podcast. You can find me on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify with Jousting Through Jacinto. Episodes every Wednesday. The episode that just went up was our big boss fight. No one died this time, but we'll have to fix that next time.
Fabulous. Indigo, Scribe, anything for the good of the channels this week, buddies?
For the good of the channel?
For the good of the channel.
Drink water. You've got this. That phone call you've been avoiding, just get it done so you have the weekend to chill and relax. Make all your charisma checks at advantage this weekend because I believe in you. You've got this.
Fabulous. Also, chat, I owe you guys a poem from very well spent bits last week at Channel Points. But I think I've decided I want to give all of my players an uncommon item instead. What do we think? Do we think that's okay? Because I'm a little tired this evening, and I love you guys so much, but cast is all doing a yes, please. So while I give our recap from last week, how about everybody finds an uncommon item, please? You don't have to find it tonight.
You just get to pick one?
Yeah, you just get to pick one. Yeah, we'll do that.
Does
I feel like that's a win.
Does anybody want to
Might
be...
as well pick a good one. This is the last time. Just gonna let us do this.
Does anybody want to be uncommon magic item buddies?
Yeah.
Where you pick one for me and I pick one for you.
Yes, and let's do it.
Yeah, you want to do it? Gunther?
Yeah.
Gunther, you want a weapon?
What
What are you looking at?
Give me an other gear. Give me
You want a weird thing?
Yeah, give me a weirdo.
Okay, cool. You do the same for me. All right.
Got it.
I love it. Okay. Well, that brings us to last week's brief and mostly accurate recap, as always. Poetry is truly the window to the soul. Our lovely cast last week really let their words fly in a Nometry contest. Robin got a love letter, and a labor of love was given by Lophis in the handsome defeat of a few owlbears that came to bite the party in the butt from a few sessions ago. Thank you, Dice. Our party also got a taste of a slightly rigged rig toss and a dragon chase at that Thoe's own Bunny Blossom was able to participate in. Mr. Light, the real one, made an appearance and sent the party in the right direction, And we ended up with the reveal of Mr. Witch also paying a visit to our crew for the first time. What a week, y'all. That brings us to this week, though. Just as everybody, you think you have a handle on this place, right? The help of the tattooed clown, your mysterious benefactor of the Witchlight Carnival secrets so far. I need 2 people to make checks for me.
Do we know what those checks are?
Yeah, Thoe and Gunther specifically. Thoe, I need an animal handling check from you, as Bunny Blossom, seeing what just happened with Mr. Witch, is frantically circling the air around you guys, looking in the direction of over by where like the gondola swans are. And you tell me what you get here in a second. And Gunther, I need specifically to know what rogue capabilities you have when it comes to perception. Like with other rogues, do you just have like the rogues can't situation? Just think about it for a sec.
I think I
Thieves
have
can't, sorry. What'd you roll, Thoe?
I mean, as a druid, I have a +4, so it should actually have been really good. But I rolled a 3, so it was a 7.
A 7. A 7.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. Got that. And Gunther, I've got your stuff. Does everybody have their item picked out? Does anybody want to share? I know Damien picked out his already.
So, this headband that I'm wearing, which is different from the headband I was wearing last time, I think, is actually the headband of intellect.
Good choice. Very good choice. Does anybody else want to share?
Go ahead, Thoe. No. You go.
Well, Zoe used to be able to fly. She used to have wings in another life, and I think she's missed that a lot. So the second that she could get her hands on some boots of flying to bring her back to her roots, I think she would absolutely do that. So yes.
Awesome. Bae, do you have a choice yet, or are we still narrowing it down?
No, I don't have anything yet.
Listen.
I'm having. Is there something I can search? I'm having a hard time finding uncommon.
I mean, do you have like your proficiency selected? Like you have to be proficient in a lot of things. Only some things can be claimed by certain classes. So make sure you do that, and then usually just choose like wondrous items and go down to the green.
I wasn't
uncommon.
sure if...
You're on D&D Beyond, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. As long as you claim one by the end of the session, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Got till around 10 p.m. Maz and Scribe, are you guys? Did you guys pick
buddy,
for each other?
What did you pick me up?
Maz, Gunther has a new magical item called the Dragon Vessel. Do you know the Dragon Vessel?
I'm unaware of the Dragon
The Dragon Vessel is a really cool drinking horn. As a bonus action, you get to choose what manifest in the drinking horn. And it is either ale, olive oil, a potion of healing, or a potion of climbing that just refills after 24 hours. So you have infinite potion. So I figured that like you could have fun with that. You could also have fun with the potion of climbing, which you already kind of have this. Like this, but it might be fun to kind of bring a buddy along with you that can stick to the walls in case we get into like a stealth situation. But I also feel like you would be really clever about like a whole jug of like olive oil at certain points and a jug of ale. So now the cool thing is, if Mother of Cats wishes, the longer that you spend with your drinking horn, the bigger the chance that the drinking horn levels up with you, changing the amount of potions you have access to. So if you use it a lot and spend more time with it, it begins to awaken from its state, giving you more and more potions to play with.
I love it. Yes, and that's great.
I love that.
It's from Fitzbins, and it's captured my imagination the moment I saw it. I've been waiting for the right player, and I was like, Maz is gonna go to town on this. Like,
So I had an object picked out, and now I'm thinking of this one. We're gonna go with this one because I know the scribe as a person loves playing cards. So, my dude, you are now the proud owner of a deck of illusion.
Yes! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Great. Stop selling. Great. Yes, and
I did find mine. If
Alrighty,
you're
buddy,
done.
would it be?
I've decided to choose the charlatan's die, which basically when I roll it, I can choose what it lands on. I felt like that would be appropriate.
that is a
It's
terrifying
a
magical
common,
item in Bay's hands.
it's
That
a
is a
common wondrous item, so.
This is going to give me nightmares. Thank you so much for this.
I'm just like, why are they it's right here. It's way too easy. Like, it's like they saw my character and were like, wait, let's just add this here real quick.
Guys, good choices, everybody. All right, well, I will tell you guys now what you see. Thoe with a 7. You can't really tell why Bunny Blossom is upset. I mean, you've had her for long enough to know that she's upset, but you can't tell why. Maz, this is what you notice, my friend. Gunther sees with his twirly-durly, whirly eyeballs. There is a humanoid crow-like figure slowly hunching over and walking amongst the crowd, several yards away from you all. She is clad in a long black robe with a hood. Her only distinguishing feature is her beak. You can tell it's a kenku.
Okay.
And you also notice the bright shiny things that she's actively stealing from people's pockets. Much like you noticed the 3 individuals that you guys have been seeing in the mirrors do. But she's not getting on people that don't have fairy wings. She is going for anybody that she can get her little claws on. And
Fantastic.
she's just sneaking about, and she's headed over towards the carousel, but she is getting a lot of items.
Hey guys. You know that whole like no stealing rule here at the carnival? Like you bring in what you own, you
I
leave what you
remember.
have. Yeah, you
Yeah.
might be. And he casually like nods to the Kanku. He goes, "They're not following that rule.
Oh.
They've got a lot of stuff on them."
Oh. Do we notice it now? Like, now that he's pointed it out, like, and they're stealing from people at the carnival.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how do you wish to handle it? I mean, there's a couple of ways. We could alert the guards and have them do it. We could try to sort of subtly steal back everything that they've taken, but trying to return that is going to be quite tricky. I kind of... Yeah, go ahead, Bay.
Well, trying to do this subtly where people don't notice, or are we okay with just like pushing him down, letting all the things scatter and people can pick up what's theirs?
We could do that. I also want to keep the morale of the carnival up because I feel like that's really been helping, and people realizing that they've been pickpocketed. I almost maybe we could.
No, you're right. You're right. I didn't think about it that way.
Maybe is there?
I just figured they'd be happy that they got their stuff back.
Isn't that the reason many of them are here? Like to find things that were lost. What if we found a way to grab the stuff from the individual, Lofus or Gunther or Bay, Thoe, maybe even if you could just try to be intimidating or be stealthy about it. But then afterwards, we say that, hey, we have a lost and found. We've found some of the items that people are missing and figure out a way to get out the message. And we just do our own little, I guess, sort of mini parade throughout the fair. Like, check your bags, check your person. If you're missing anything, come and speak to us. And we try to maybe turn this into an act of goodwill and raise morale on a deeper level.
I can get behind that.
How do we keep them
It's
from
good, lost and
assuming
found
that
anything.
we stole it?
I'm sure the fair knows. I'm sure.
I think I think it would be weird if we stole it and caused the carnival to have like a bad vibe, and then give it back to cause the carnival to have a good vibe. It would be like a zero thing. It would be a minus plus a negative, a plus a positive. But I'm not sure.
Is that how people view our actions? How it benefits the carnival, not that we're trying to hide the fact that we stole all their stuff? I don't know. I'm overthinking this. Let's just go ahead with your plan, and if anything goes wrong, we can deal with it then.
Who wants to volunteer to get the items back? I could try talking to them and try to be persuasive, or we could try sort of just having enough muscle there, sort of backing it, that they have no other choice.
I think if it went quietly, it should leave quietly. Maybe if you could stall her, maybe I can get behind her and see if I can
A distraction.
re-steal the stolen goods.
Well, I mean, it could also be argued that you're also very, very good at talking people into things, and so maybe you can just talk them out of the things that they stole.
There you go.
Thoey, that is the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Thank you very much.
I mean, I can probably help you with that.
Make me more charismatic?
Yeah, I mean, I found this glitter a while ago. I mean, it could go terribly wrong, but also it could go terribly right.
All right. Well, I'm game if you are.
There's a good chance you could go blind, but also you could also...
What?
I mean, it wouldn't be for very long, but also if you don't go blind, you'd be really good at talking people into things.
My initial reaction is what? But if it's for the good of what we're sitting here to do...
I mean, it'd only be like a minute, but it would last for a while. So worst case scenario, you can't see for like 1 minute, but then you're really good at talking people into things for like a while after that. So
perfect.
I think it's worth it.
All right, lay it.
Go blind. I'll help you. Don't worry.
If I go blind, I would like you to change into a dog and become my seeing eye dog.
Oh, okay.
Fair's fair.
Listen, this is the first time I've used this, so do you mind if I take extensive notes on your experience?
I would expect nothing less from you, lass.
Thank you. Also, I need a full rundown of exactly what you're feeling and experiencing at any given time.
Trepidation, to start.
Are you okay with me drawing pictures of you? I usually work with illustrations as well.
Yes. Do you want it clothed, or...?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know why... Never mind. Okay, sure. And I pull out a pouch full of glitter and throw it in his face. And so he's going to, let me see. DC 9. That's not too bad. It's a DC 9 con save.
It's a con save.
Con save of DC 9.
Not
yes.
my highest stat. That is a 6. You take the... I was hoping I failed this. You take the glitter and throw it in my face, and he just... Mother Fletcher! Okay, definitely blinded. Yep.
To be fair, I warned you that might happen. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Ooh,
what are you feeling right now? Is it sharp and stabbing, or is it just like numb? Can you explain exactly how you're feeling?
Yep, it's a stinging, since it feels like there's little bits of glitter in my eye, Thoey. That's the first and foremost. Yep. Okay.
Okay, just push through the pain. You got this.
All right.
It shouldn't last long. I mean, according to my research, it shouldn't last long. Now, I haven't actually tried it before, so there's a chance it may last longer. I don't know what brand of glitter.
Can't I use my
Do you have any more?
Found flagon to get water and flush his eyeballs out? Maybe shorten the blindness a little bit?
No, don't do that. It might not work if you flush his eyeballs out.
It's not working now. It's not working right now.
He's gotta push through the pain.
All right, we will push...
For science.
We will push through the pain for science.
Is anything else hurting other than your eyes?
No.
No, just your eyes?
Just
okay,
the eyes, Thoey.
Right? How are your fingers? Your fingers are fine. Let's focus on your fingers feeling great right now. And your toes?
Thoey.
Your toes are feeling great?
Thoey.
On that?
My fingers and toes are fine. Could somebody point me in the direction of the thief so I can try to blindedly speak to them, please, and get them to...
Or I can watch them for the next minute, and you can get yourself together, and you can come find me.
That's assuming that it wears off after a minute. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
You said it
Has
was
it been
gonna
a
be.
minute yet? Did anybody start a timer? Do we have timers? Would you like me to count to 60 for you?
Nope. Throw
The
ya.
time.
Okay.
I mean, really, the timer is when you can see again. It doesn't really matter if it's a minute or not.
Well, I mean, I could look at the timer and just tell him as each second ticks by. I mean, is time? Oh, this is interesting. Does time feel slower to you right now?
I think talking to you, yes, time is slowing down just a wee bit.
All right. Well, gang, real quick, who all is still close to the tree? All right, Gunther.
I don't know where I am.
Okay. I mean, you can be close to the tree too. What are your passive perceptions, guys?
Ooh, not great. I'll tell you that. 14. Wait, no. Passive perception 13.
13. Bay.
Sorry.
You're good.
16.
Okay. Gunther, you notice that some of that black mist from Mr. Witch, his quick disappearance, is still kind of wafting at your ankles. Bay, you notice that on the tree trunk there is a small indent in the shape of Mr. Witch's pocket watch.
This is interesting.
What?
Did I don't know how I know this, but this looks exactly like Mr. Witch's pocket watch.
He was swinging it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if my eyes. I guess my eyes could have seen it, but
With your special eyes.
My brain.
So, just for a reminder for myself, is there anything special on his pocket watch that, or is it just I know that looks like his pocket watch?
I mean, you could clearly tell it was a pocket watch. It was a watch on a chain. I mean, it looked big and special, but there's really no detail. There's just kind of an indent of the pocket watch with the chain on the tree trunk. There's not like, nice try though. That's hey, that's some creative RP. Are you guys
OC, I rolled the d6, so he's going to have a extra +2 to his charisma for the next 4 hours.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
Small price to pay.
Okay.
Mr. Witch just like melt into the tree.
I don't know, but he just dipped out. He did not want to be here anymore.
I did not appreciate his vibes, not very much at all. No. But I feel like okay, so I guess we have to gauge, do we have to follow him? Because I don't really want to have a conversation with him if we don't have to, but if we have to talk to him in order to keep the mood of the carnival going.
I think step 1 is follow Kenku. Because right now neither Witch nor
I thought
Light
we were
wanna talk to
waiting
us.
for
Yeah, but we
him to-
kind of flubbed that, and now that meeting has gotten pushed back. So I think
No,
the
I mean I
goal
thought we
is-
were waiting for our friend here to stop being blind. I forgot the name real quick. Blanking.
Robin?
Are you referring to Robin? Yes.
Yes. Blind man.
Blind
temporary
man.
blind.
This is what he's been reduced to.
Amazing bard. I've saved the group countless times. Blind
Esteemed
man.
snail racing legend.
Has a flying kazoo. Like,
It's
Blind man.
blind man.
blind. That is your adjective, my
we
friend.
think we are only in the now. We don't dwell on the past or the future.
Yeah.
As of right now, this is what we are.
You tell the guards that next time he picks up, we live in the now, not 5 minutes ago.
I mean, in the 5 minutes ago, you did write a beautifully crafted poem about Robin, but I mean that's whatever too, I suppose.
Is the Kenku still in the crowd?
As you guys have been talking amongst yourselves, you can do like a perception check to try and gauge where she is. You know what she looks like, and she stands out from everyone else's kind of brightly colored carnival garb. So,
Is there any thieves' cant written down? Can I see with my frog eyes?
you know what? Your frog eyes don't see that, but with a
Damn.
passive perception of 13, you can for sure see little like bird prints in the grass.
Fantastic. Yeah. I assume the Kanku has bird feet.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 17 perception check.
You can see that these little bird feet prints are still going over towards the carousel through the small gate.
Can I try to, follow them in such a way as to try to get them into a less populated area of the carnival, kind of like a corner maybe, to try to corner them, but almost like a sheepdog type situation where like I'm not, not obviously doing it, but also like they can see me, so they try to avoid me, so I go in this way to get them to move in a certain direction.
Are we going like you're gonna be sneaking up to them and then grabbing their cloak kind of a situation?
No, just like kind of like they know I'm there, and so they're trying to avoid me, but the direction I'm going kind of moves them towards the isolated area I want them to go.
So you want to get her attention first because she has not noticed you guys. She is very heard the bird.
You want to herd the bird?
My mistake.
But yes, if that's possible, I want to basically let them know that we're trying, like that we have our eyes on them, and I don't want to cause a scene.
Okay. Oh, there's a hydrate. I missed the last one too from Yawadeth. Sorry, guys.
Next break, I'm gonna need to go get something to hydrate with.
Quick question for Maz.
Yes.
Would we still have that telepathic link between us?
I believe so. Hold on, let me check.
While you guys are figuring that out, what are you gonna do to try to get her attention? Are you just gonna walk over there, Bae? Kind of going through the crowd to try and catch up to her? Because she is several yards away from you guys at this point.
Yeah, she's
probably a third of the way away from the carousel.
That the Kenku is going to have many of the same qualities as a bird, or just a bird, and I'm going to tap my foot on the ground, like thumping it, hope for the vibrations. And I'm assuming that the Kenku is in a state of paranoia, being a thief, and hoping that the vibrations, animal instincts.
Yes, Damien.
Okay. This would typically work. However, you guys are in droves of crowds of other people right now. So your foot is not the only foot a tippity tapping.
Intelligence is not my highest.
Way to be in character, buddy. Oh, good. Scribe has a beverage. Thank you, Indigo. I mean, I'll say you can approach, but I don't need stealth. I mean, do you have an okay, like, sleight of hand for you trying to, like, usher her in a way as so that people don't think that you're trying to, like, hurt her in some way if anybody notices you're doing this?
You want me to do sleight of hand or stealth?
Whichever one is better for you, honestly.
Okay.
Because I know what your vibe is right now.
18.
Okay. You are able to get within 20 feet of her easily before she makes eye contact with you. After she makes eye contact with you, are you doing anything immediately?
I'm reacting. But I'm trying to get them isolated. Get the Kenku isolated.
Are you shifting your eyes like off to the side, like, hey, like, let's go, kind of a thing?
Okay, so I need to look at the map. Where are we by the what were we doing last week? The carousel.
You guys, yeah, you were maybe like 30 yards away from the carousel, from that there's a tree in front of the feasting orchard.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's not on the map.
It's there. You just gotta swim hard enough.
So I guess like behind that tent to the left, I guess would be like where there's fewer people, hopefully, but I don't know, like wherever.
But you are actively gesturing for her to follow you, or are you approaching her so that she goes with you?
I guess I'm assuming that she's going. I guess I was under the assumption that she's going to move away from me if I move towards her. So, so as I move towards her, I'm trying to guide her towards, as you know, under the assumption she's going to move away from me, going to move her towards the spot.
The carousel is slowly starting to stop spinning. You see, as you look closer, there is a wall of mirrors on the inside of the carousel, around that central pillar, as a lot of carousels do, so that you can watch yourself go up and down on the horses. And she quickly runs up the steps before you can think about it, shielding her face with her cloak and going into one of the mirrors as it spins before she disappears.
The one of the mirror folk. Okay.
So we're under the assumption that they can all do that. If they're stealing stuff, are we going to assume they can walk through mirrors? Because this is annoying.
I mean, that means they're associated with the carnival in some capacity.
The mirrors might have been a door.
Bay's gonna try to go through the mirror.
Are you approaching the carousel?
Gunther just said that the workers of the carnival and Bay is gonna feel really left out if they can't go through that mirror.
Okay.
Said they were associated with the carnival, not necessarily workers.
Associated,
of the carnival.
exactly. Well, that's even more so.
Little column A, little column B.
Bay can understand not being a worker of the carnival, but at this point they should at least be associated with it.
It doesn't really like our vibe currently, so.
Is anyone following Bay? Is everybody kind of keeping an eye on him at all?
Don't know if I know any of this is going on. I'm waiting for the glitter to come out of my eyes so I can continue on with the plan of talking to this individual.
You just hear Bass yelling.
Gunther is watching simply because game recognizes game, and he wants to see how this goes down.
Yep, Thoe is so focused on Robin because she's been taking notes, and so I don't think that she would have noticed this going on because I've already said that she's sketching and writing and making it. So I don't think.
Okay.
Like, to be honest, to be true to her character, I don't think she'd be noticing this going on. Okay.
And then Lofus would be one of him would be playing the lute next to Robin, waiting for the glitter to get out of his eyes. The other me would be watching next to Gunther.
Perfect. Okay. So, Bay, you are the only one that is approaching the carousel. As you get up there, I will give you a brief description. There is a procession of wooden unicorns that stand motionless currently in a circular wooden platform. Fairgoers kind of clamber onto the unicorns' backs. Not very, they don't have very much coordination, to be honest with you, so everything's shaking a little bit. The attendant looks a little bit freaked out that something might break at any moment. You see a centaur standing at the small ticket counter where you would punch to get on the ride, kind of with her arms very tightly at her sides. She looks very uncomfortable, and she looks like she's just seen a ghost. But the unicorns are all alive. They all shake their manes and they creak to life as people start to board them. They're cantering around the carousel to the light of their riders by the time that you stop looking at the centaur and start looking at the people again. So as it begins to spin again, Diana Cloppington, the centaur that is at the ticket counter, turns to you frantically, and she finally notices you're there, and she goes, oh my god, you saw that too, right?
Yes.
All right, are you Bay?
I'm afraid to answer, but yes.
No, it's all right. I'm safe. I'm not like that one.
Okay.
Have you all met with Witch and Lot yet?
Kinda? Not really. We saw them.
Can you elaborate? I mean, you saw them. Have you spoken to them at all?
Oh, I can't remember did we speak to him or did he just say stuff to us? I
Convenient
remember.
expository, you know.
I mean, I do have some information for all of you if you're willing.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of your friends? I've seen you about on this side. I saw you all eating the cupcakes over there. You look like you were having quite the time.
I look around for Robin. Is he still?
We're where you left us. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, they're over there. I think that one's the one that's crying is Robin, and then the little frog is Gunther, and then there's Lofus and Thoe and
Right. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but time is kind of at the essence. This carnival does not last forever.
yes, I do know that. Do you know how long it's going to last this time?
I mean, it lasts the same time every night until the Witchlight King or Queen is crowned at the end. So you have approximately that much time. It kind of depends on how the carnival's feeling at the moment, but I figure you already know that.
To be fair, I've never really run the length of it before. I've always dipped out early, fat like the way one does at a party.
Well, me running the carousel, the children have told me all about you and your various endeavors. If you wouldn't mind, please grab the rest of the party. The ride is going to stop soon, and I do have a job to do this evening. If somebody catches me talking to you all before and she starts throwing up mushrooms as she starts to like cover her mouth a little bit. Please go.
Yes,
Go gather.
yes, I'll go. Are you okay?
For now.
Okay. And Bay goes hopping off.
all right. The glitter is finally out of my eyes. I'm ready to go through with the plan. I'll just walk up to them and convince them in the way that I know how to give back the stolen merchandise. So we're ready to do this, yes?
It's not.
It was all worth it.
I don't want.
Because I look so good. I mean, honestly, going through all that, I'm so glad we did it. But it's so painful. It'd be a shame to feel like it was worthless. Like not. Ugh. All right.
I don't want to be that guy. The
Sure.
Kanku went in the carousel.
The what?
The Kanku that we were trying to talk was herded into the carousel by our lovely Bay.
Oh.
We're being flagged down by that nice centaur down there. I think we should go talk to them.
Sure. Sure.
You've got it for 4 hours? I feel like you're gonna get your money's worth.
Close your eyes for 1 minute, and all freaking hell, and Ail just start walking towards where.
I mean, the glitter looks very nice, though.
It does. We match now.
Thank you. I can't wait to use it.
Gunther, seeing that that Bay was talking to an attendant, will walk down once he's conveyed that Plan A went awry.
Yeah.
When Bay comes up to the group, they'll just be like, Robin, is that blood coming out of your... Oh, no, that's just glitter. Okay. How are you feeling?
Slower than normal. How are you doing? How was chasing the Kenku?
I'm sore, but I'll be okay. So, I think we both lost in this situation. It's fine. We both suffered here. We're both victims. It's... So
What?
we will
it's not a
move
race.
forward and
It's not a
forget
contest.
But so I guess we're supposed to I just forgot what we were supposed to do.
That lovely centaur is
the centaur is waving over at us. Did
I
they want
already
to speak
talked
to?
I did. Oh, again? I just talked to him.
Did they want to speak to more of us or just you?
Or just
Oh,
you?
I was under the impression that they were moving forward with the timeline, and they were in a hurry.
Are you sure they didn't ask to speak to the group at all? Where they were like, "Can you bring your friends over?"
Not even they saw us at the cupcakes.
I genuinely thought we were meeting later. That's what I was under the impression.
Okay. Well, then you would know
But
more
we
than
can
us.
move back. We can go back. I don't know. I got distracted.
Did I see the centaur vomit mushrooms?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, Gunther's going down to the centaur to see what's up.
Cool. Her front hooves are like stamping and stomping in the ground. She's making a little bit
That's
of
not
mud from
normal?
anxiety, waiting for you guys to go over.
Babe,
It's not
babe,
normal.
I know you think we should wait, but there's something nagging at the back of my head that
I
feels
don't
like
listen. I don't make plans. I follow them. So
that
I got
makes no
distracted.
sense whatsoever.
You just made your own plan.
Okay, well, let's go talk, and if they don't have time for us, then we'll figure out something else to do. But yes, let's just head over there just for funsies.
Okay.
Are you okay? That was a lot of
No.
mushrooms that you just vomited up.
Oh, thank
Everything-
God. You guys are all over here? Yes?
Yeah.
We all head over there.
You see beads of sweat are dripping down this centaur's face. First of all, quick correction. I heard you calling me a centaur. I am nothing more than a woman who made a bad deal. All right.
Okay.
But yes. I really need to tell you about some things. There's the hourglass coven, and she immediately vomits up more mushrooms. There's actually some like blisters forming on her hands too, and she kind of disgustingly tries and wipes them off. All right, guess I can speak about that. Maybe Zablina. And she starts to vomit up mushrooms once again. Crap. You can tell she's used to this.
She said Zablina, and the first thing that caused her to have a reaction was the Hourglass Coven.
Yes.
All right.
And then, perhaps. And she kind of looks very apprehensive, staring at her hands and covering her mouth with her other hand after wiping some of the blisters off. Maybe.
Could we try something that might help? Gunther, can
Sure.
you do the mind thing?
I could, yeah.
Maybe if they're not speaking about it.
No, I can't. I haven't had a long rest. So,
That's all
sorry.
right. That's fine. Keep going.
Could we ask you about things and you just nod your head so you don't have to talk?
Perhaps. I'm not really sure how this works, to be honest with you. This is my first time actually having the opportunity to speak on things, so I wasn't really sure how this was going to go. I didn't plan very well for this.
Does it involve the bird that just walked into the carousel in the mirror?
I mean, she's a huge problem, but you could easily avoid her for the rest of the evening
What kind of
and
problem
still
is
help.
she?
I mean, she just kind of causes a ruckus all over every single time we have an evening like this at the carnival where everything is going super well, and then all of a sudden, boom, the lost item wagon. It just ends up being overflowing by the end of the night. I mean, I don't know if if she's selling things to them or what the heck is going on. It makes absolutely no sense. But are any of you all missing anything?
It's not so much a physical object.
But where is the lost item wagon?
Oh, I mean, it's right over there, and she points. It's on the map. It's kind of down into the It's on the right hand side.
Oh my God, Lofus, aren't you missing 3 inches?
I didn't want to mention it,
Oh, sorry.
but yes, I am, and I'm very upset. I'm very distraught, actually. If you could help me find my 3 inches.
That's a shame, but distraught. I like it because I'm half horse, and she starts to cry a little bit. It's fine. I'm half horse.
I'm missing something. I would love to go look.
Oh, at the lost items? Well, I mean, you can after, but that's not exactly why I called you over here. I know that I can't speak on things, but, my horses might be able to help. And as the ride starts to stop spinning a little bit, you notice all of the horses kind of perk up at the mention of them being able to participate in something other than riding in a circle for hours on end. I don't think I can mention Prismere. And she starts to vomit up mushrooms again. Nope, that's what I thought. Maybe perhaps I can tell them about my warhorse? And she cringes and waits for a second.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fantastic.
What was that? Warhorse?
Yeah, let's see how I can phrase this so that doesn't happen again. I didn't even have any lunch today in preparation. Well, dinner, I'm getting my times all messed up. Bear with me.
Can you tell us what the Kenku's name was?
Her name's Kettlesteam. She's horrible. Please don't interact with her on any circumstances unless absolutely necessary.
Okay, I promise. I feel like I
Perfect.
just made a lot of trouble by forgetting one simple task, so I'm gonna try really hard.
Yeah, perhaps I can tell you that a hag fused my body with my horse's body?
Oh, your warhorse.
Yes. And you see she looks relieved for the first time in this entire conversation.
Oh, that's terrible. Is there any, is there any way that we can help put things right, or is there anything you need assistance with? Is that why you called us over?
Unfortunately, I really can't tell you any other information, but if you're willing, maybe I could take your tickets, put a punch, and you could ride the ride. And she kind of winks at everybody, like, please ride the ride. I can't
Absolutely.
ask you.
Yes, Robin will immediately hand over his ticket.
Same.
As you guys are handing over your tickets, starting to be ushered, very anxiously.
This is my first hole punch. Gotta write that down.
By Diana, yeah. You guys notice a lot of the kids that are currently getting off of the carousel kind of happily wave at Bay as they dismount and get down and start to go amongst their business at the carnival. Occasionally a couple of them will kind of slip Bay a coin into Bay's coin purse, perhaps after finishing a job for you, Bay. A lot of them are finally paying up for the first time this evening.
Do we notice
you guys
this?
get on
Is
the...
this pretty blatant? Okay, yeah.
They are eagerly handing them coin, yes.
Okay.
What? These are my kids. Don't judge me.
As you guys get up to the carousel, there are 8 unicorns. And each of you are handed a pot of gold paint and a paintbrush. You guys can definitely use the carnival carousel for a little bit right now, but you can tell that Diana is like anxiously like telling people like, no, sorry, essential repairs, nobody else, please go up there. Unfortunately, I know it's your last punch of the evening, but no, sorry, can't ride the... And she's kind of looking at you guys to, please,
Hurry.
everybody pick a horse kind of a situation. And all of the 8 unicorns ride in pairs. You guys can see there are name tags on all of their bridles.
Sure.
Some of the names that you guys can read some of them. And other name tags are worn and indecipherable. And Diana kind of yells up at you guys in a harsh whisper. I've heard that the unicorns are really inclined to talk if you make them match. And you see she wipes a little bit of tree sap from her mouth, like she can't really say anymore, or the mushrooms are going to happen again.
Make them match.
You guys notice, so there are 8 unicorns, 4 pairs. So there are 2 unicorns in the front. The first one's name is Fortune, the one that you can read very well. And the second one's name begins with a B and has 4 letters.
Oh, bold.
I was asking you guys. You guys are going to be so fast at this.
Fortune favors the bold. Oh, there you are.
Perfect. You guys see the first 2 unicorns. Is anybody painting the OLD into the second one's name tag?
I'll handle this one. I'll do the OLD and.
Perfect. Okay. The second pair of unicorns. The The first one's name is Fall. The second one's name begins with a PR and has 5 letters. You guys can skip if you need to.
I know what it is. I just have to think of how it's worded.
Is it Pride?
Yeah, I think that's what I was
Larger
thinking.
than Pride.
Pride goeth before the fall.
Right.
Before the fall.
You guys can paint whatever words in that you think fit. So that's up to you guys. The next one's names, third pair, we've got Stone, and we've got a 4-letter word beginning with M.
Moss.
Yep. And then, see, this is insane. All right, the last 2, you guys are gonna get this in 2 seconds. The first one's name. You know what? Do any of you play Wordle?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want me to give you like less?
Sure.
Or you?
I mean, you don't even have to give us a letter if you want for the last one. Just tell us how many spaces there are.
Yeah, give us the matching pair.
Yeah. Just because evidently I play D&D with super geniuses. That's fine. I looked at these and went, what? But everybody else is doing great. So this is fun. The fourth pair, the first one is Stitch, and the second word is 4. 4 letters.
9? Or is it time? It's probably 9 because that's the end of the phrase.
Do you fill it in with time or 9?
A stitch in time saves 9. So it's probably, if it's beginning and end of the phrase, it's probably 9.
Okay. As you guys fill in the final horse's name, Diana is kind of ushering for everybody to take a seat on a unicorn. Do all of you do so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. I'm jumping on Pride.
I'll sit on
Stone.
Fall.
I feel if I'm
Okay.
doing a disservice if I don't ride Moz.
So thankfully, it does not matter on which unicorn you sit, for they have all been given the same information to give to you all. I hope everybody has a pen. This is the first official lore dump of this campaign. Everybody did super well with this puzzle. Funny enough, the first puzzle I gave you was for kindergartners, so I'm glad that, this puzzle everybody got. I love this for you guys. I'm so excited. Okay. You guys have all lost things. And you all know what those lost things are. Just to remind the audience, Gunther is missing his creativity in an artistic form. Zoe, you're missing your caterpillar stuffed animal that we had previously discussed. Robin, you are missing your sense of fashion, my friend. Bay, you are missing your handwriting in the sense that others cannot read it or interpret it. And Lofus, you have officially lost 3 inches of height for the start of this campaign. So everybody, as you board your prospective unicorns, you guys are all going to learn who has your stuff. The unicorns are whispering to you all. I don't have separate voices for any of them, and I feel like this is confusing enough without them, so I apologize to chat. But this is very important information, so I want to make sure I get it across as cohesively as possible.
Did you think about doing different character voices for each horse?
I had 8 of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then thought to yourself, nay.
Yep.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that hurt.
Mm-hmm. Can I get an F in the chat, please? Oh my god.
Oh, God. It's like putting the
Wow.
cart before the horse, man.
Wowza. Getting a lot of F's. Perfect. Thank you, chat. Okay, so Gunther, your horse whispers to you that Bavlorna Blightstraw, that is Bavlorna, Bavlorna, Blight, like a blight, Blight, straw, is the hag that has your artistic creativity, my friend. She is located in one of the 3 splinter realms that the Feywild is currently split into. Each of these hags has a splinter realm. Yours is in hither, like come hither.
Come hither.
Mm-hmm.
Is it hither, tither, and yon?
Yes.
All right.
I say thither because I think it sounds cuter, but
I've always
You
said
know.
there too.
That's fair.
I didn't realize it was wrong.
Okay, so that is you.
Cool.
And you are also told Bavlorna's lair is a rambling cottage that sits on stilts in a fey swamp.
Rambling cottage sitting on stilts, face swamp. Got it.
Yes. Thoe, your stuffed animal is also held by Bavlorna. Same information as Gunther was just given.
Hex squad.
Yes. And I can, like copy and paste this somewhere for you guys after tonight's session. Robin, you learn that Skabatha, or Skabatha, I don't like how Skabatha sounds, so I say Skabatha, Nightshade, has your sense of fashion, my friend. Her lair is a dead, hollowed out tree in a sylvan forest. And then Bay and Lophus, the same hag, has both of your handwriting and 3 inches of height. Her name is Endelyn Moongrave. Endelyn is Endelyn, Moongrave. And her lair is a mountaintop theater.
I like her already.
Yes.
Amazing.
A mountaintop what?
Theater.
Of course, the hag participates in dinner theater.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner and a show.
And you guys are all given secrets that are tied to these hags as well. So for Bavlorna, the unicorn's whisper, the hag you seek is allergic to seeing someone run widdershins. For Skabatha, I'll copy and paste this. The hag you seek sleeps in a dollhouse and can't remember the first creature she sees when she wakes up. And for Endelyn, the hag you seek has foreseen her own death, which happens during an eclipse.
Ooh.
Do I know when the next eclipse happens?
While you're at the carnival, time is moving differently here. You guys would not know.
You said she's allergic to someone running what?
Widdershins.
Widdershins.
You guys don't know what that is, but widdershins.
Write it down.
I'm
glad that was on my
fun
team.
word.
Got it.
Just a fun word for now.
It is a fun word.
I'm so glad I got Thoe on my team.
Yay! Widdershins!
Perfect. You guys now know the Hourglass Coven.
Oh.
Mother
Okay.
of cats, do I
Yes.
know any of these individuals?
You have heard of all of them. Yes.
All right.
They are not to be reckoned with lightly.
All right. Power-wise, is it like high court level, or is it like mid-tier level?
Are you asking for stat blocks?
Not stat blocks, just like, are they whispered about like this girl steals a lot of stuff, or like this one, and not even the courts, the higher upper end of the courts want to go near these individuals. Like, I'm just wondering if we're going up against like Godzilla here, or we're going up against like, like, oh, like they're mid-tier, the middle of the road. I mean, they wish they had the power that the courts of winter or summer have.
The courts leave them be because they are more trouble than they're worth.
They're a nuisance.
For sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That's perfect. You're wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. Are you guys doing anything else while you have the chance?
Yeah, I'm going to, because I assume we're riding the carousel, like to keep the charade up.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna keep my eye on the mirrors and see if anything changes, or if as I see something in the mirror, does it change as we go around, or does it follow us?
Yeah, give me a perception check, buddy.
Sure. We get those at advantage. We win these.
You win perception?
I try, man. I try my hardest, and I still end up with ones. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
When you try your
Hmm.
best, but you always fail.
Roll. That's a 14. See, there was a 1 in there.
Perfect. You do notice that one of the mirrors has hinges.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Is our unicorn still talking?
I mean, you get the vibe that once they relinquish the information that they have, that is all they have.
This is a pre-recorded message. Yeah, okay. Yeah, almost. Okay.
This is Diana not being able to talk, so she lets her unicorns do it for her.
She lets the unicorns do it for her. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
With
Yeah.
with the mental connection between Lofus and Zoe, I will let them know about the mirror with the hinge on it.
Okay.
Um,
I'm not gonna respond to that right now while we're here until we're kind of off by ourselves.
Well, it's in the brain, so
Yes. No, I'm not gonna respond to that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can respond back, so it's not a. It's a.
Okay.
It's two-way.
Got it.
So Lofus will pretty much desummon his, because his shadow was right next to him, his echo, riding the unicorn. So I'll then desummon it and summon it on the same horse, not same horse, but the horse next to Gunther, so you can see too.
Perfect. Okay. Are you guys just gonna ride the ride till it stops?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't see unless. Yeah.
Yeah. I would keep writing it, I think, and then I would also try to do a wee bit of a show, especially if there are kids still sort of wandering about the carnival. You know what I mean? Like try to add some dancing lights and things of that sort. Try to continue on raising the mood of the carnival. You know what I mean? Like making a silly face as that went around, and then coming back and making a different face, and then like standing on sitting on it backwards and being really confused, and just doing just sort of playing to the crowd a little bit.
With every turn, putting on a show. Got it.
Absolutely. He's a bard.
I do have a
Perfect.
question.
Yeah.
How close is Diana to the carousel? Like when we're passing, do we like pass right by her?
Yeah, she's probably like 10 feet from the steps.
Whenever I pass by her, I'm gonna like say the name Zablina and see if that has any effect on her.
She kind of like squints at you to shut up, please.
This thing you said, shut up.
And she like covers her mouth even though she wasn't the one to say it.
I pretty much finished the experiment I was trying. Thank you.
I guess casually, if he can, when the carousel is at a point with the least amount of people looking at it, which I assume because there's a lake behind it, or there's a body of water right behind it, or some sort of landmass.
Yeah.
He will then like casually be to Bay and Robin about the hinge as well inside the carousel. Like, I don't know if we get off this merry-go-round. I think we just kind of, as soon as it slows down, we jump off, walk with it, and go inside and just disappear.
I mean, we can certainly try.
With my track record, I'm worried, but yeah.
Well, stick with us. Don't go walking off then. We're a team. We work well together.
Okay. If you think it'll work.
I mean, it's a door in a carousel. It's gonna go as well as he can, and he's gonna wait for it to slow down, and he's gonna jump in as quick as he can.
Well, it's not open. There's a hinge. Are you going to try and open it?
Yeah, the intention was to probably. Ooh, I know this is gonna cause a roll, but it sounds really cool. So Gunther knows which one it is. So what he wants to do is he wants to touch it. His hands stick to it on the carousel, so it opens as he goes by so people can go in. He's the last one in and he can close it behind him.
Okay. Do you have lockpicking tools?
Ooh, I think I do actually. I do have two tools.
Okay, can you give me a sleight of hand
I
check
can
then, please?
absolutely
To try and crack this sucker open without anybody.
We kind of
Hearing
see Gunther, like he's gonna he pulls out the lock picking tools, like it's pretty obvious. Cool. I'm gonna head towards the front of the carousel because I imagine there's an area where like people mainly watch and things of that sort. Over in that area, I'm just gonna go over there and be like, oh, excuse me, I have to burp a little bit and put on a show again. But that last burp, I'm gonna have fog cloud just coming out of my mouth, like to obscure the area, so that not everyone's looking at this individual trying to lockpick the mirror door. And just create a bit of a smoke screen and have him think it, hopefully, that at least it's part of the show. Just a, like fog cloud out.
Good call.
Okay.
19.
19 for you. While Gunther is picking the lock that is barely visible on the side of this hinged mirror, Robin, give me a performance check.
A performance check, you say?
Performance check from the bard. I know, super original.
Let's see what happens. That's a nat 1. That is a nat 1
Oh,
plus
no.
8 for a 9.
Oh, God.
Oh,
The
dear.
only thing better than a nat 20 is a nat 1. I imagine, if you'll permit me, I have something bad that could happen here.
Do you want to? You can go ahead.
I think he goes blind again. I think he's playing with the fog cloud coming out of his mouth, and that fog just hits him in a bad space, and his eyes tear up, and he goes blind again.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
As that has happened, Diana quickly approaches all of the children that have started to gather in worry around you, Robin, like, oh my gosh, not the performer. What's wrong with one of the performers? Somebody go get help. And one of the kids is going, is Bay around? And Gunther, you have gotten this open, my friend.
Oh, fantastic.
Here is what you see when you open this small door. It is small enough, like Kenkus are very thin beings. Are you like short and stocky?
I'm frog size, so like I assume I can fit into small spaces. I come naturally lubricated with poison, so I can get into places.
Right. Okay. You get in there. This is definitely a secret passageway to somewhere. It is not lit. But you can smell in the air that this is heavily guarded. It is clean smelling. It does not smell like a dank, dark dungeon that nobody ever goes in. Like, this is probably
almost.
yeah, there's like a little, place for someone to hang their keys on the inside, once they let themselves in. There's a freshly cleaned mop bucket ready to be used again for the carousel, off to the side. So this is, and you hear footsteps at the bottom of the steps.
Oh, fantastic. Robin just blinded himself.
But everyone's distracted. Yay.
That's great. I'm gonna.
There are kids starting to approach the carousel. Diana cannot hold them all back.
I will.
Am I too big?
What, Bay? Are you too big
Am
to
I-
fit?
Yeah.
You can fit.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if I'm too big to fit, I'm gonna try distracting the kids. But if I can fit, then I'm gonna go in.
I'm gonna do the rogue thing. I'm letting Lofus and this not Thistle. Thoe.
Yeah.
Thoe know what's going on. And he's gonna stealth inside the carousel. Or try to adhere to some surface that'll make me not quite as in view and work my way down. I want to see what's inside.
Okay. Perfect. This is great. I do not know where the heck. Are you guys you're the only two that are doing anything. Robin, you're staying in front of the carousel. Lophus, you just made. Are you going with them?
Thoey and Lophus know they're going, and I'm fine if you guys want to leave Robin here to do damage control. He can start doing magic tricks. He can start, entertaining the kids that are out front of the carousel. Don't worry about him.
Is he giving any indication right now that he's gone blind again, though? Because she wouldn't.
No.
She's.
No.
Okay.
No, he if anything, you'd see his hand behind him going like, do what you have to do. Like.
All right.
I will, since my echo can go through walls, essentially, and squeeze through whatever the little passage he opened out. We'll send my echo in there, and then once I'm in an area that's clear, I will teleport with them.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, cool.
So it is. Thoey, are you going to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but I will.
I mean, as long as we're in a mile, you'll still have a psychic connection with me, if that makes any.
Yeah.
Are you guys shutting the door behind you?
Yeah, whether he goes in alone or he brings somebody, he's closing that door behind us.
Okay. Perfect. You guys all hear footsteps starting to approach the base of this staircase that you guys are now smushed in the top of. The doorway is skinny, but there is probably like a 6 foot by 4 foot square, kind of lined with things along the bottom. You guys might make a little bit of a ruckus moving your feet around so you all can fit in this space.
Mm-hmm.
But you all hear at the bottom of the stairs, "Hello? Is anybody up there?"
Hello?
Oh!
Perfect. I need everybody to give me a Constitution save, please.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
He sounded like Mr. Witch.
Can I see what exactly they're doing? I have dark vision.
You cannot see anything at the bottom of the steps. It descends into like a black pool of, it looks like molasses at the bottom. It has a very like a mirrored finish to it, so you can't see past. It's almost like a rippling, like the ocean at night, what the top of the ocean at night looks like.
It's 4 for Gunther.
4 for Gunther. Thoey?
I had it and it disappeared. Hang on, let me pull it back up because I rolled it on the thing and it went away. It's a 15.
A 15, Gunther? Or not Gunther, sorry, Bay.
16.
16 for Bay. Lophus.
11.
Robin, you don't see this, but all 4 of your friends go to sleep.
Crap. Sorry, guys.
All of us?
Oh.
All 4 of you.
Oh my god.
Okay. I will continue on as normal. Do you know what I mean? Like, I will continue on sort of... I'm sure the fog cloud blindness doesn't go... It clears out my allergies. It's like a steam room. You know what I mean? And so as soon as it's done, I'm just entertaining the kids and telling them I'm fine. And, if there's a little candy stand or like a snack stand, I'll send one of them over to go buy candy for everybody or cotton candy or something along those lines. And just sort of send them on their way.
I do have a question, actually. Is Robin, like, blind? Like, he wouldn't be able to see anything?
I mean, no, I'd be able to see... now, I imagine it wasn't going to last very long. I just thought it was funny to have the bit of like, well, he got blind before and now he got blind again. And so I'm sure it's gone though. Now he can see.
So unfortunately, whenever I become incapacitated, my echo disappears. My echo has no idea that he's going to disappear. So if there's any indication that anything happened, it'd be my echo being like, and just gone. So I was just wondering, like, how blind is Robin? And if he was
Would your echo have been outside the door? Did you leave him outside?
Yes. So what I do is I send him in, I teleport, so he stays where I am, so it looks like I'm still there.
All right.
Yeah.
Could you give me like the mother of all perception checks, like a high DC, to see if I notice the Lofus's echo being like, "I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark," and then like seeing if I see.
Robin, I actually don't need that from you, buddy.
Okay.
I will say this. You are facing the crowd of kids that has started to gather.
Mm-hmm.
You notice a kid start to point and go, there was just a guy there. Where the heck did he go? And he starts like pointing up at the carousel in front of you.
I'll turn back to the kid and it goes, "It's all the magic of the circus. Oh, a magician never reveals their tricks. Go on and play. You don't want to miss anything. There's only a few more hours left. I'll make sure they're all right."
Perfect. We're ready to ride the carousel now.
Oh,
And they kind of look at Diana, and Diana's like, I can't stop them.
No, you can't. Let me go and take care of this real quick. I'll head over towards the door then, where they disappeared.
All right. I mean, I guess everybody start giving me tickets, and you see Diana starts painstakingly trying to punch these tickets as slow as she possibly
To give me time.
can.
Yeah, I got it.
She even like will drop a ticket. Oh, I'm so sorry. Could you please grab that for me? It's a little bit hard for me to bend
Perfect.
over.
Amazing. Is the door open a crack? Is it completely closed?
It is completely closed and it is locked from the outside.
Okay. Let's see what I can do.
All right, you giving me sleight of hand?
I'm gonna give you.
You don't have anything else, right?
I don't have anything else. I'm gonna give you a sleight of hand, and this means a lot.
Okay.
Because I feel like they're in trouble. I'm going to drink the potion that I won in the contest. That gives me advantage on one roll for this sleight of hand. Because if there's anything that means something to me, it's the safety of this group. So they're gonna drink their potion and make a sleight of hand roll. Okay, first roll is an 11. Second roll is a 9. It was a 3 and a 5. So yeah, it just doesn't. He doesn't. The rolls aren't with him, unfortunately. As he goes to roll it.
Look, I'm so inclined to give this to you, but the DC was only a 12, buddy. It wasn't even like a high, like,
Could I know he's not there yet, but would you have allowed me this one time to inspire myself if I burn my last bardic inspiration?
You know what? Sure.
My last
That's
bardic
fine.
inspiration flies away, and a
For a
little
good
poof,
cause.
as a little version of Robin pops up, and he goes, "Oh, you're looking mighty handsome with the glitter on your face. Oh, you think so? Well, it was worth it then." And that little boost of confidence is enough to crack open the door.
All right, give me a dexterity saving throw, Robin, as you open this door.
Oh,
Write that down. I'm gonna try that next Strahd game. Write that down.
It's not going to work on me, but
Yeah,
you're
that's
welcome to
fine,
try. 22.
22. You dodge out of the way as this absolute blanket of smoke billows out from this small 4x6 room. And you kind of plaster yourself against the mirrors in this central column of the carousel until the smoke fades away. Are you going to try to rescue your friends?
Yeah, absolutely. Is there any sort of iconography about the stairs? Like, this looks like it's part of the circus, or this looks like it's other? Like, real quick, like vibe check. Like, is this like this is a supply area or what?
This is a plain entrance, Robin.
Okay, this
If
is
you look
bad
down the
news.
stairs,
Got it.
this
All right.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
black inky tendrils at the bottom of the steps. So
Okay, yeah, I gotta rescue them. Yeah, I'm rushing in. Magnus rushes in, and so does Robin. Like,
Oh.
okay, Are you like dragging everybody out one by one?
If I see them in there, as there's like smoke and tendrils and things of that sort, I will drag them out one by one.
Okay. I will say this, everybody, as we are getting out of this 4x6 room, everybody does come to. I would recommend getting out of here quickly because children are starting to notice the smoke.
Yeah. Gunther with coming to is immediately gonna go to whatever refreshment stand he can find.
Perfect. The closest refreshment stand has many drinks, many snacks.
Fantastic.
Go nuts,
Something
buddy.
to give me like a long rest would be amazing.
I will say you guys can all take a short rest if you want right now. If y'all want to like sit at like the side of the carousel.
Okay.
Short rest better than no rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use it.
Okay. As everybody is doing that, Robin, I will say this. You were probably moving a little bit too quickly to remember to shut the door behind you. You were probably concerned with getting your friends to safety, and not drawing a negative attention to yourself with your constant effort to try and raise the mood of the carnival.
So
Yes?
so smoke is pouring out. That's fair if you want to say that. Maybe
The smoke is gone.
The smoke is gone, but the door is open.
The door is cracked.
Who would have been the last person that I dragged out? Probably Lofus. Not because I care less for Lofus, but because I know that Lofus is made of sturdy stuff, and Lofus has I've seen him trick and talk his way out of their things before. If Lofus was the last one out, did I notice anything in this room before dragging Lofus out? Because that would have determined if there was anything here, any clue as to who did this to them. I would have left that door cracked open. If the room was completely bare and the whatever smoke was there to cover any evidence, then I wouldn't have done it.
What is your passive
13.
perception? Do you, without rolling, you know what? Give me an insight check, like a retroactive insight check. I'll allow that.
Second nat 1 of the night.
Oofa doofa.
A 3 total. It was almost a 19.
Okay. I will say this, Robin, and you are getting this information for no other reason than you know that this is a planar passage at the bottom of this flight of steps.
Okay.
You could have sworn, knowing that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are Fae, that you saw the glint of Mr. Witch's pocket watch at the bottom of the steps. In the brief light that was reflecting off of the mirrored door.
Lofus is still unconscious when I drag him out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
As I drag Lofus out, if I see that glint of pocket watch as I'm walking up the stairs, I will say in my in a voice that hopefully won't travel outside of this room, if I ever find the person responsible for doing this to my friends, I swear upon the courts, I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. And I drag Lofus up the stairs.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
As you all are sitting, taking your short rest, you do see Mr. Light leaning up against the other side of the tree, probably about 30 yards away from you guys as you sit along the bushes that are along the side of the carousel. And he winks at you, Robin, and snaps his fingers and disappears into the left side of the tree. And you guys see we're gonna end a little bit short tonight, I think. As you guys are looking around, you catch out of the corner of your eye Mr. Light joins the side of Mr. Witch about 50 yards over next to the place where the lost items go. Thoe, I will say you are the one to overhear this. If you're the closest one to them. Mr. Witch, who is forebodingly swinging his pocket watch in his hand, hunched over in a quiet ponder, cocks his head and kind of nudges Mr. Light. Do you think they know? And Mr. Light cocks his head in the opposite direction, so they now both have their heads facing the same way, looking at both of you, squinting their eyes slightly, Mr. Light twirling his staff, Mr. Witch swinging his pocket watch. Oh, I don't think it matters. Even if not, they'll know soon enough. And that's where we're going to end our session.
How bad would it been if we all had fallen asleep in that room?
You don't want to know, buddy.
I kind of do know.
Jeez.
I was really hoping that whatever was gonna put us asleep would have been noticeable, and if I was like to notice it, I would have swapped my echo and been like, "Robin, we need to go."
I just wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna be one with the darkness.
Yeah.
This is such a departure from cupcakes and snail races. The carnival's getting darker and darker the longer we stay. Yeah.
You guys are officially realizing that the carnival is a stepping stone on the path that you guys have taken into the Feywild.
Sure.
So enjoy it while it lasts, buddies. Enjoy it while it lasts. Are we rating anybody tonight?
We are. Let's go over to Sir Peppers.
Perfect. Alrighty, everybody. Well, with that, thank you all for being here, and I think we're gonna do hard hands out. Way to come back after a week break, guys. Love you all. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, cats. Goodbye, cast. Have a great